I just didn't, I didn't record myself at the beginning. Holy cow, that's incredible. Okay, so let's say that. At the beginning, I didn't, record myself for this one. And now, guess what? I have to do that again. But that's okay. I'm gonna do this one just for 20 minutes because guess what? I did this one, but I did it, but I said yeah, just a 10 minutes that I missed it. So I have to do this again and just just keep some part of it. So let's continue with the books. I have to spend the rest of 20 minutes for speaking this one. Yeah, so I'm gonna say that reading books is not a bad idea. But it depends on people what the purposes of the person of the people when they want to read books. For example, some people they want to read books because they want to earn some knowledge for their future career. Some person they want to read books just because they want to to relax in the books. Yeah, I mean that when you watch some film, when you read comics, and and you feel not very good, and when you read a light novel or some novel or some word books, you can you can have a place for yourself to create your to have your imagination fly in the sky and fly in the skies uh, fly in the sky. Yeah, your imagination fly in the sky. um, your imagination fly in the sky. Yeah, and I want to say like that, like if you read books I have no idea to say about this one. All right, so let's say at the beginning you read books just because the school said that you have to read books, otherwise you're not gonna you know get marked get marks for it on your reading book stuff. Maybe your guardians or your parents may say that you want to read books because if not you cannot play games, spend your time on this or that. But why do they care so much about you? Why do they care so much about reading books? It's just because so let's imagine the person who is based on the social media cannot be really have a strong belief have a strong point when they are uh, when they argues with a person, when they argue argument when they argued with when they argued with a person with a mind full of books, and the person they don't know how to deal with those people. You guys use the sentence um, uh, smartly in order to go through those person. But the person who use social media as a as a teacher, I mean as a friend, as a place to get if to get to go to earn some knowledge. I'm not gonna say that it is a bad idea, but you have to filter carefully. You have to filter carefully which is the best source for your source for your stuff. Well, yeah, and which source and resources are bad. Resources are good for you to to go there and earn the experience from that. Yeah, and with me when I was in back in 2020 and back in 2080 and 18 when I was in grade 9, maybe grade 7, maybe grade 8 or grade 9, I read books, but it's not about, a book I read. They're mostly about the science fiction books or the light novel, which is the anime, which is a Japanese light, which is Japanese novel, which is Japanese novel. Um, yeah, and I still have a thinking that okay, so just read book and I can earn my knowledge, but it's not. Actually, when you read book, you have to really carefully about that. You have to care also what you want to read or what this, what that. So if not, you cannot grow yourself up. You know what I mean. So in that case, you have to focus on yourself a lot if you really want to achieve your goal. Otherwise, you're gonna be kicked out of the room with nothing in your hand. Wait, what am I saying now? At the beginning, they are about books, and now what am I going through now? Okay, so just skip it away. Let's move to the another small topic in this, reading books topics. I mean, that fit with the title. Readers will be smarter. Yeah, and I want to say that when you have time, just go to the internet and play games. Just go to your social media and then surf the web. Do you think that is a really good way of your ent- of your entertainment, or going out and having fun with your friend, or just going out and having some fresh air in your through your lungs will be better. Most of them will answer the second one, right? Because they can have a good But that's okay. Back then, I not really care about that. I mean, lawyer is not a good, it's not a lawyer. Lawyer. I mean, lawyer is a pretty good job. Okay, so that's okay. Yeah, so the thing I really want to say about that. But if I just work through and just never give up, and then I can achieve the thing that I really want to achieve in the future. So guys, the topic is about the book. So let's get back to the books. To the book. Okay, so let me say that. Okay, so reading books is not a. It's not a reading book. It's not that hard. But if you don't know how to read or you just read in the wrong way, so it's gonna affect you have a lot as well as your knowledge. So you can say that yeah, it's pretty cool. And mm, and yeah, and when reading a book, you have to filter carefully before you touch on it. Otherwise, you're gonna it's before you bring it to home, or otherwise it's gonna be a fake item, and it's gonna be really bad idea. Than the 10 of 100,000. Uh, sorry, I think sorry. Alright, but that's good. I'm not, really. That's good. And for the other stuff, I want to say that what should I say? I forgot to bring the knife or the shower. Why you want to do this right now? Because I want to improve more. No, no, we're talking about the books. What are you talking about? Playing your dream. I don't really care. Just talking about the books. Alright, so where did I come? Benefit of books already spent more than 10 minutes for this one, and then I just forgot that I didn't open. I mean, didn't click on big, the big, the yeah, the big. So when yeah, so reading books is a key of opening a locker that it has you know that it has been locked for more than 3 days, maybe 5 days, maybe 1 month, 1 month. So those still working for 1 month, bro. But what is he holding? A mic in her hand, and he told me for sure. Okay, so let me see. Here's some smarty guy. I don't really focus on this one. But that's okay. Like, you I just never give up on anything that I really want to do in the future. And what is the drawback of reading books? Like the other stuff, you have every item will have a good head of yourself. Uh, bigger to color, but that's okay. So now so now he gonna uh, so now he gonna so now he gonna tap on it through him. want to do that, so that's okay. We want to do that. I think today is gonna be 15. That is enough because you know what, I did it in 30 minutes, but I'm not sure. Should it be 30 minutes or we have to spend around 2 3 more minutes? I think it's about 16 or 17. Yes, 17 is the best I know time for this one. Yes, so to say that 16, and everything, so I'm gonna be 16 and 16 and 16 and 16 and 17 is good. So it's time going to say that. So just spend time for doing tasks. But that's okay. So let's say that I'm gonna I have no idea for this topic anymore. I think it's time to end this one, but I have to, have at least 2 minutes for just talking about this topic. I mean, so, reading those, no, it's not a pretty bad idea. I mean, it's gonna, help you in improving your health. No, improving your knowledge. You can, gain more. You can have more knowledge. You can, be smarter. You can be focus on your work. You can focus on your work easier when you read, the books that they are filtered carefully because before you can touch it. Otherwise, you can be caught because this is the highest rank in this field. The library books. So you have to keep quiet while you're reading books in here. Yeah, and actually, I think that's today. It is the end of my speaking for today because I did spend around 30 minutes uh, uh, my dear that okay, so I go there, I'm gonna do that, so that person taken, I think. Okay, but I think that there's not a good a pretty good idea for that. Alright, so this is the end of this video for today, and I'm pretty sorry that